Hello, besties, and welcome in, welcome back, welcome if y'all are new. It is your girl Jazzy J here on this mic. This is Earth Vibes Tarot, your favorite Capricorn only channel, but y'all are all very welcome here to the messages. As y'all can tell by the title, we are doing an Aries versus a Capricorn tarot love reading for the first half of May 2025. Now, you guys, listen, this could be for romantic love, platonic connection, family, friends, foes, whatever, however it resonates. Just make sure you guys sit back, relax, take a chance, smash those like buttons for me, and of course, make sure you leave your comments down below. But do not forget to make sure that you are subscribed here to the channel for more content and for more of me. I love and appreciate each and every one of you so, so much. Let's go ahead and get started and jump right into this reading. We're going to start with the overall energy between Aries and Capricorn in love, and then we will break down the energy. I will explain how we break that energy down. I do need to redo the reading of how to interpret tarot readings as a viewer and include the little section for this particular format. But let's go ahead and see between Aries and Capricorns in love. Twin flame recognition. You know this soul that mirrors your own. Twin flame recognition, Aries and Capricorn starting out strong. Responsibilities. Romance interrupted, duties comes first. Give us one more here so we can really round out this message, the situation between Aries and Capricorn. Okay, you got two. That's fine. Benefit of the doubt. With dreams come true. Give your partnership or your relationship a chance, and have faith your rainbow will come smiling through. Wow. So it definitely feels like there is some sort of long-term connection situation that's coming in here. It feels like there is a soul-to-soul recognition, especially with that twin flame recognition card coming out. It feels like this is something where it's about giving this relationship a chance, understanding that you can have, what you're looking for, what you desire. But the sense of responsibilities, it kind of gives me this sense of um, maybe not feeling ready, or maybe not necessarily wanting to fully commit and go forward and work on something else. But this may be like a once in a lifetime type of a situation, type of a dealing. Bottom of the deck is the energy of forgiveness. Look at this. You even have twin flames showing up right here. Forgiveness with divine timing and falling in love. Yeah, I feel like this is maybe about somebody not knowing if this is the right time, if they should, give this relationship a chance, but it's like a soul to soul type of connection. All right, we're going to take a look at person A and person B. Now, if y'all are new, person A and person B is how we break down the energy. I do not, say this is Aries, this is Capricorn. I allow the energy to be fluid and flow as everybody is different. You put yourself in your partner or your person where you feel fit and let the reading flow for you. All right. So let's take a look at person A's overall situation, overall energy here for Aries and Capricorn in love. We have backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation, loss, deception, lies, shocking, attack. It definitely feels like person A is going through something. They're going through something. I'm crying. So whoever this is for, person A, I'm so sorry, whatever you're going through. I do feel like in the back of their mind, they have this sense of soulmate type of energy, but the snake and not enough tells me that they're really going through something. Like this person has been damaged, this person has been hurt, um, and their responsibilities is really something like emotionally heavy. Yeah, and person B is on that love call, right? They're having this feeling of wanting to express love, wanting to send a message of love, thinking of person A, wanting to inform person A of how they feel. I do feel like the situation is going through a transformation, a transition. It is, really positive to have the mass, the butterfly, Cupid's arrow, and soulmates at the bottom of the deck here. I feel like this is about things kind of moving to the next level. I feel like person B may even be, you know, a part of the healing process for person A. I feel like, especially with Cupid's arrow, have faith. There's a lot of like heavy faith, having faith energy in the situation. Wow. What's going on with person A? They are for sure going through it. Tell us about person A's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards person B. Person A's thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Yeah. So with the Seven of Swords coming out in the thoughts phase, they're definitely hiding a lot. They're backing away from the conversation. They're backing away from um kind of talking about and addressing that energy. With Temperance Sagittarius energy coming out in the sense of feelings, it all there's this sense of feeling like yin and yang, a sense of balance, a sense of peace about person B. And with the Hierophant, yeah, person A kind of knows that this connection is more high vibrational, especially with the Hierophant coming out to play. And you see those stairs leading up here. This is about really elevating, evolving, and moving up in not only just a spiritual manner, but a mental, emotional manner, and feeling like my life is evolving, feeling like my soul is kind of growing here, feeling very balanced, like you are the sun, I am the moon, or vice versa. Feels like there is this balance between the two of you being able to really kind of work with each other, off of each other, in order to make something happen. But thinking about holding back exactly how I feel and what I have to say. 4 of Cups, I feel this energy. I feel it. They feel it, right? With the Empress and the 8. Y'all, I feel like whoever person A is in the situation between Aries and Capricorn, they want this love. They want this connection. They want this situation, but there's a lot that's being held back here. Person B, strong with the Magician energy and the thoughts, like feeling like this is some sort of manifestation come true. That's what it feels like. And with the Star, with the feelings, it's like a divine intervention, a divine feeling of love. There's something very otherworldly or ethereal about how person B feels towards person A. Person A doesn't necessarily know how to address the pain that they're feeling about something in the past or something that has recently happened, right? Or this person isn't, you know, just communicating what they're dealing with here. We have the 3 of Wands and the Moon coming out in the intentions. Person B towards person A. I feel like person B is kind of like respecting boundaries here. I feel like person B is really coming forward in a more spiritual manner, in a more spiritual vibe and essence here, especially with the moon and the star and the magician. I don't feel like this is going to be a very forced situation, especially in the beginning of May. I feel like things are going to move pretty slow. With the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Ten of Swords, person B may also be dealing with their own sense of release. And this is kind of like the start of what's happening. So it feels like there's going to be a lot of ethereal, dreamy space type connection with you and this other individual before things pop off and make their physical appearance. And I feel like person A may really be holding back. Like you may not necessarily be able to read through this person. Wow. All right, let's take a look at the 7 of Swords. Tell us about the 7 of Swords for person A towards person B here with Aries and Capricorn. The 3 of Pentacles. This could represent a third party situation, but more or less, I mean, it's collaboration, at the very least. They may be working on something. The Two of Swords, something is they're not talking about something. They're not with the Five of Pentacles. I feel like they're choosing not to talk about kind of this loss that they've recently dealt with. The Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. We have the Five of Pentacles, which is Taurian energy. This is some sort of physical loss that they're dealing with that may not necessarily be being conversed. Tell us about the Moon and the Three of Wands here for person B towards person A. Yeah. Kind of laying down little seeds, foundational seeds, starting something new, really heading off. There's that Three of Wands again. So double Three of Wands represents like the ships are coming in, or kind of like the arrival of something. I feel like person B is really making the effort to put their energy out there towards person A. And we have the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. It can represent balance. It's kind of like going back and forth of pros and cons, making a choice or decision here, unsure. I feel like person B is really kind of getting into a flow. I feel like this is more of like a flow type of energy for person B towards person A, especially with the Moon and the amount of water that we have here. And it's kind of a flow that's being felt, putting things into motion, getting things started, because look at this, leading to a sense of complete total happiness. Wow. We're taking a look at vibes of the near future, so the next 2 to 4 weeks. That puts us at the second half of May and a little bit beyond. So we have transformation with the energy of fall. Very, very, very nice for both of those to come through. So we do see within the next 2 weeks, there's a sense of transformation. I feel like this is actually going to bring the two of you closer together with magnetic connection. And shadow work. Wow. So this is actually really nice. It feels like we have two individuals who are really sharing a transformative period of time here together. And I feel like this is bringing the two of you closer together and allowing kind of more sense of open communication, open-ended energy to come through. Yeah, and like the flow of things to really start. So person B may be initiating this between Aries and Capricorn, but not necessarily. But it does feel like person B may be the initiator here, especially getting things flowing in the spiritual realm. So I'm going to leave this message here. I hope that y'all found this insightful and that it resonated. If it did, or if it does, smash that like button, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to make sure you are subscribed. And of course, I'll speak to you guys in the next one.